Games. Whoop, let's go. Hursty Games, and this is how we do. Now it's
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome to the Queen's Park Rangers Career Mode. Now today, it's very near the end of the season. So we only have 6 games left in the season and the league table is looking a little bit crazy. We are currently in 4th place. We're 2 points behind West Brom and Fulham, and then we're 9 points behind Stoke. So we're not going to worry about Stoke. But we have a real good chance of overtaking West Brom and then overtaking Fulham. We're behind both of them on goal difference, quite significantly behind Fulham at least on goal difference. But if results go our way, we could still potentially see an automatic promotion spot being ours. However, we do have to plan for the worst. I don't think we're going to drop out of the playoffs, but it could be that we end up having to play the playoffs as well. So the games we are going to be playing today are Middlesbrough, Wigan, and Sheffield Wednesday. Now, fun fact, you may not think it's fun or you may not care, but I did just watch the Fulham versus Middlesbrough game and Fulham looked incredible. I have to say, Fulham could have absolutely trounced that game. So I'm hoping that we can play pretty well against Middlesbrough. Wigan away as well, and then home to Sheffield Wednesday. So those are the 3 games we're going to be doing today. What we're going to be trying to do is keeping an eye on West Brom and Fulham and seeing if we can start looking to overtake those guys basically. So with all that said and done, we're going to be getting into our first game of the episode, which is away to Middlesbrough, starting what is, I think, pretty much our first team. Pretty confident about this. I have Gilmore on the bench and I like to keep bringing him on as we go through. I want to get him to around that 70 mark, hopefully by the end of the season. And Gooch is asked to play, so I'm sure he'll make an appearance at some point. So here we are away to Middlesbrough. Hopefully we can keep up a winning streak that we've had over the last couple of episodes. It's been a tricky old run of games, but I'm confident that we can keep up the good form, keep the winning ways going, and hopefully secure 3 more points here today. Let's find out. Eze in some good space here. We're going to push out wide, get it to Bright Samuel, see what he can do. He cuts backwards, but that's kind of what I told him to do, so I'll forgive him. Let's go in. Back into Bright. We're going to have a pop here with Bright Samuel. It's a good save from the keeper. Nice early start here for us. We started off strong, started off with a good shot. Let's whip this ball straight in there. Aim for Naki Wells. I don't know why I did, because he's not very tall. Oh, Sombalonga's done Tony there dirty, but Kelly stops the shot in the end. Got to keep this corner out now as well. That little flick from Sombalonga was actually filthy, but we do manage to keep it out. Simple stuff. Yes, chair. We're going to pass it inside. Smith. I see the run there from Scowen. Scowen's going to get it to Wells, surely. Wells, come on, mate. There we go. That's our first proper decent chance since that early chance with Bright Samuel. Honestly, all of the chances we've had taking the ball forward, we haven't got the cross in, or the cross has been cleared, or whatever else. That there, by far the best chance we've had. Middlesbrough have had some similar chances to us getting the ball in, but they've had a lot more. And that's really, I think, the first proper decent shot on target for either side. We've both had one decent-ish chance that the keeper saved well, but that's about it. But Naki Wells finishing nicely there, getting us 1-0 up just on the stroke of half-time. 15th goal in the season for Naki Wells, but 1-0, that's the main thing. Half-time, like I said, that goal I should say, from Wells was right on the stroke of half-time. So very happy to go in 1-0 up. That's the main thing for me. That's what I'm most fussed and worried about. I'm going to take Bright Samuel off. I'm going to bring Lyndon Gooch on. Just want to keep Bright Samuel nice and fit for all the games coming forward. He makes such difference on the pitch. Hopefully we can hold out, only being 1-0 up. Bringing on Lyndon Gooch. Hopefully he can have a good second half for us. Gooch sees the pass over to Ilias Chair and plays it nicely as well. Ilias goes into Naki Wells. We're going to find Eze. Eze's going to have a pop from the edge of the box. We know he can score him. Boy, can he score him. What a strike. Honestly, if you do career modes, get a Bire Eze, train him up, and if you're playing your games, I'm telling you, Eze is a machine. The goals this man scores on this series, on the Eze to Glory series, but Bire Eze in FIFA 20 is actually nuts, boys. Look at this strike. Look at that strike. That's a 75 rated player, and he's scoring goals like that. Bire Eze, you're a cheeky boy, and I love you for it. 15 goals as well, equaling Naki Wells. Anything he can do, Eze can do better. 2-0. Little plays a simple ball into Saville. That was close. I don't know if Kelly quite would have got there. Decent effort from them in the end. Eze's come quite deep here to pick this ball up, but he's done well. Gets it into Gooch. Naki Wells, he's going to go for that close post. Oh, when I say go for the close post, I meant just inside of it. Not actually hit it, Naki. Gooch up to Naki Wells. We're going to wait for Gilmore here. Gilmore makes a fantastic run. Simple stuff. Billy Gilmore, dummy shot, takes the shot afterwards, and what a goal that is. Billy Gilmore take a bow, coming on for Abiri Eze, and literally replacing the man. Not sure about the celebration, but a fantastic strike that was in the end. The dummy shot as well, just sold the defender that last time. Look at this, that little simple dummy shot, the defender didn't commit. Great goal. Bottom corner, can't say much better than that. As I said, this lad has got a future for this club for us. That's his third goal in the Championship. Big ups Billy Gilmore, 3-0. Gooch gets it in to Naki Wells. He's going to find Ilias Chair. Ilias Chair wants in the action, but this keeper's had a really good game. He's been unlucky. 2 of the shots I really don't think he could have done too much about. But he's had a good game. Otherwise, Wallace has a go. Edge of the box. We find Lyndon Gooch. He's going to take a strike as well. That one was maybe one too far. Ilias Chair here with the ball in the corner. This could be the last chance of the game. We're just going to take our time, play it sensibly. Bit of possession around the box, I think, here. And make sure that the final chance we take here is probably the last chance of the game. Get it into Billy Gilmore. See, this is just good time management. Gilmore plays it into Wells. Oh, I wanted to just take it first touch. It's a good tackle from Friend, and that is full time. 3-0, a comfortable game. Some great goals from Gilmore and Eze. Honestly, I do think eventually Gilmore and Eze will be a dream little partnership in some attacking midfielders. And if we can train Bright Asar Samuel up to a good rating too, then that is a force to be reckoned with. Fulham and West Brom both won their games as well, so we're still 2 points behind them, but they have got Nottingham Forest and Derby respectively, while we play against Wigan. Made a few changes, Grant Hall coming into the side for Barbe, Angel Rangel coming in at right back for Todd Kane, Dominic Ball starting ahead of Matt Smith, Bright Asar Samuel keeps his place ahead of Gooch, and Gassama starting this one ahead of Naki Wells and Hugel. Hopefully Gassama can keep playing some sort of form. Hopefully his value goes up and we can make some money on him. Our second game of the episode and our second away game of the episode, away to Wigan Athletic. Going to be a tough old game today. Not the best team in the league in regards to FIFA. A lot of slightly lower rated players. However, we can't slip up in this league. We've got to make sure, especially when teams above us, i.e. Fulham and West Brom, keep winning, we've got to do the same. Let's make sure 3 points are what we end up with today. Pilkington gets the ball early on this wing. That's a great cross in, and you know what? 3 minutes in, Mora's just smashed that home. It looked like Leisner ducked there. I could be wrong, but it looked like Leisner ducked underneath the ball, which is not what we needed. Remember how I said we can't slip up today? We've slipped up 3 minutes in. Not ideal at all. Pilkington, I mean, Manning just didn't close him down here. No, the duck, I think it's Grant Hall that ducked there. I don't know whether he could have got it or not, but he didn't. And Moore makes it 1-0 to Wigan. A poor start, really, let's be honest. They're attacking again. Pilkington again, getting some space on this wing. This time we just about deal with it. Not very well, though. Pilkington with another cross. Kelly this time. Come on, boys, wake up. Eze, first real touches on the ball for Eze there. Gets it to Scowen. Want to get Gassama on it because he's not had too much of the ball. Nice little turn there from Gassama. The defender can't keep up with him, but Jones makes a really good save. The turn there from Gassama was fantastic. You see the defender struggling to even stay on his feet, but a good strike from Gassama. It is well saved though. One perk of having Gassama in is the height. For some reason it goes nowhere near him, and Hall's header goes nowhere near the goal. Dominant Ball really driving forward here. Gets it to Eze, who just about somehow gets it to Gassama. Back to Eze. Eze, great strike, beats the keeper at the close post. You can't be losing that there. You cannot let that in, Jones. That is poor work. And I'm not going to lie to you, I held the stick there to go across the goal. Thank God he didn't, because you know what? The close post OP is a real danger there for Jones. He's absolutely let himself down there. He's had a good game, Jones. He's only had a few things to do, but he hasn't stopped that one. I mean, it's a quick ball, but he's got to do better there, Jones. But that's the 16th goal in the season for Eze. Honestly, don't think we deserve to be back in this, but we make the most of the chance. Sorry. Windass gets the ball out wide here to Jacobs. Jacobs has a good chance to cross it, but Hall doesn't duck down for that one, and that is half time. Honestly, as I said a minute ago when we scored the goal, I don't think we deserve to be in this game, in all honesty. We'll have a quick look for the other results that affect us. Nottingham Forest are beating Fulham, which is just what we want to see. West Brom beating Derby, which, you know, one of the two teams losing out is better than nothing. of all the teams we need to lose, if I'm being honest, it's Fulham, because we can't do anything about that. We do have West Brom in the last game of the season, so that is something we can actually impact. I'm going to keep Gassama on for a little bit. Benefit of the doubt, he's got to the 60th minute to prove that he needs to stay on the pitch, otherwise Naki Wells is coming on. Rangel does really well there, wins the ball up nice and high and manages to get it off to Bright. Bright is brought down there. It's got to be a yellow card at least. It's a red card. Wow, I wouldn't say he was last man. That's an interesting one. I thought that was a yellow card. When I said at least, I wasn't overly convinced he was going to get a red. I mean, it's quite a bad tackle, but that's massive. That could massively change the outcome of the game here. Scowen, that's a poor pass in, but the red card's huge. Eze brings that ball down nicely. I think Bright's got a little bit of extra time to run into here because I don't think they've changed the formation too much. Bright now plays it in. It goes to Dominic Ball. Not really our go-to goal scorer. Bit of a waste, Tom. Dominic Ball to Gassama. It's a nice turn from Gassama. Come on, my dude, this is your last chance because I have already queued you to come off. And you know what? What a goal from Gassama. He is sadly leaving the pitch now. I said I gave him to the 60th minute. And Naki Wells is making his way on the pitch. However, a great goal from Gassama to seal it off there for him. Really nice turn. Left it. I thought I'd left it just a bit too long. But you know what? That close post. I remember Jones did poorly on the last one. And Gassama's found that right in the top bins there. Massive credit to him. I think that's his 11th goal this season. It is his 11th. Well done, Tom. Big brain boy. But he's going off for Naki Wells. He got his goal. I'm happy for him. And Billy Gilmore coming on for Ilias Chair as well. 2-1. This is more like it. It's a big boot up here. But, on the volley, Pilkington. Interesting decision. But you know what? I wasn't sure what they were going to do when they went up there. A big boot up the pitch. Didn't quite keep on for them. And that is full time. A bit of a tough game. Second half, we played really, really well. The red card did make a big, big difference. I really do think that gave us a lot of space going forwards. But, you know what? Second half, I do think we were the better team. I think we played well and deserved the win. Hopefully, Nottingham Forest held on and beat Fulham. Last time I saw when it popped up, West Brom were 3-0 up, so that game was dead and buried. But results going our way, this could be a big, big turn in our season. So Fulham ended up drawing, which means they dropped down below West Brom, who are on 93 points. So Fulham ahead of us on goal difference, quite a lot ahead of us on goal difference. We can still go ahead of West Brom, but if Fulham keep winning, then regardless of our game against West Brom at the end of the season, we won't finish above Fulham. So we still have to keep trying to win every game, and we have to hope that Fulham drop some points along the way. So now we go into our final game of the episode at home. The only home game of the episode against Sheffield Wednesday. A few changes again. Den coming in at right back. Cameron starting at CDM instead of Scowen. Booch starting on the right. Huge, we're going to start up top this time. Eze probably only played the first half, and then I'll bring Gilmore on. 3 more points is what we need. It's good to be back at the Kian Prince Foundation Stadium. Hopefully 3 points is what we're going to see today. Man, honestly, with how close the top of the table is, it's getting a bit crazy. West Brom playing today, but no Fulham. I think Fulham play the day after us, so we're not going to know how many points Fulham are on. We probably will end the episode seeing how many points they're on, but it depends when their game is. But we've got our game to focus on. That's the priority. 3 points. Let's go get them. Oh, poor pass from Tony Leistner. Opens up to Stubbs. What is that shot? Where is it going? It's going in the back of the net. Honestly, that, for those of you who don't watch QPR normally, week in, week out, that is the kind of play and the kind of goals we concede every other week. That kind of passing, that kind of defence, and that's on me. That is absolutely poor. So yeah, 1-0 down, just like the Wigan game. We go down 1-0 very early on. Forestieri. Why do I do this to myself, man? Oh, bad bit of defending again. That's going to be 2, isn't it? Kelly with a fantastic save. I have to say, Kelly's put her foot out really well there. I honestly thought we were about to go 2-0 down. We do have a bit of a chance to break here. Smith's made a fantastic run. We get it to Hugill. Hugill, mate, you've got to bury this. Hugill, you've got to bury this. Jordan Hugill, fantastic. Let's go get that ball. Let's go and get that ball. Well done to Smith. for a great bit of play and then breaking it up to Hugel. A fantastic weighted pass there. Hugel finds the back of the net really, really nicely, but Kelly with a fantastic save. My defence has been shocking the first part of this game, so big ups to Kelly for a great save. Well done, Jordan Hugel. And by the way, is it just me, or does Jordan Hugel here look a little bit like the enveloper? Just throwing it out there. Gooch does really, really well. Up to Eze. We're going to play this over the top here to Hugel. Wait for it to drop. Oh, I should have taken a touch. I thought Hugel would have had the composure to find the bottom corner there, but he's just hit that one into the ground. Absolutely gutted. I thought he was just going to cleanly hit that, but he's hit it into the ground. That's a real shame. Smith driving forward again. Real good space to run into here. Finds Hugel again. Over the top to Eze this time. They swap and rolls. That's a great touch. Eze, surely. Oh, it's about to celebrate. No way. It's hit the post and it's not gone in. Chair with a bit of space ahead of him to run into. Eze, make me a good run, mate. Eze, make me a good run. That's a fantastic ball. Eze, close post. Surely. There it is. The switch around just before half time. I think we have done pretty darn well there to get back into this. Honestly, I think apart from the poor bits of defending we've had at the start of this half, I do think we deserve to be back into this. I think we played some great football, made some great runs, some fantastic passes, and Eze, honestly, take a bow, mate. Take a bow. I don't know where we'd be this season without Abir Eze. He's been nothing short of sublime. I have to say, so far, the man of the match for me, though, is Matt Smith. Smith has been phenomenal. He's a player. If he keeps playing like this, Massimo Longa, by the way, hero. If he keeps playing like this, genuinely, I think he's got to be a player we look at trying to buy next season, because obviously he's only on loan this year from Man City. I genuinely think he's got to be a player we've got to try and look at picking up permanently, because we're going to be short in the midfield, we're going to be short up front. We've got to think already, we've got to start thinking about players to bring in. And by the way, at half time, Eze is going off, Gilmore's coming on. Eze's far too tired. I've got to think about the rest of the season. Ilias Chair, look at that run from Gilmore. Can we find him? We do, but not very well. Billy Gilmore keeps it alive though. Back to Ilias Chair. It's a good tackle in the end. Gilmore, nice. Good dummy there from Hugel. Go on, Hugel, surely. There it is, 3-1. I'm confident enough saying that this game should now really be dead and buried. Jordan Hugel with a brace this game. Good to see it. I'm happy for him, man. I'd love to see him, scoring like this in real life. Same with obviously half the players that are scoring loads of goals for us right now. But a great goal, 3-1. Should be fairly confident now. Chair off for Kane and Cameron off for Amos. Let's keep this lead, boys. Hugel plays it out to Kane, who we've only really used in this career mode at right back, using him at left mid. Great last ditch tackle from the defender, to be fair. Don't know what Jones is doing there, but we get a corner from it. Let's whip it in. Manning. It goes to... Okay, it's going to drop to Smith, who deserves something from this game. Oh, my word, that was close. Honestly, Smith has been phenomenal. Absolutely my man of the match. Last chance of the game here, surely. Peters out to nothing. That is full time. That's another 3 games, another 3 wins, another 9 points under our belt in the career mode. Hugel playing very, very well. I have to say, Gilmore did good when he came on. I think Kane looked good when he came on. But my man of the match, as I said, honestly, has to be Matt Smith. He had a blinder. Well, that is all she wrote for today's episode. As you can see, we still sit in 4th. Fulham played their game in hand, got a win, and so they stay on the same amount of points but ahead of us on goal difference. So it really is just coming down to, can Fulham drop points? And what you can't see behind me, right at the bottom, West Brom against Fulham. That could be our in. West Brom need to beat Fulham, and then we need to beat West Brom. But we will find out what happens in the next episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode and are enjoying the series. And of course, if you are, then please do leave a like on the video. It is greatly appreciated. Make sure if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it if you did. On that grind to 4K, it'd be amazing if we could hit that before the end of January. I know it's asking a lot, but I'm sure we can give it a good go. But make sure you turn on the notification bell as well to be told anytime we upload a video, or indeed go live with a live stream. But for now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tom, you guys have been awesome, and I hope to see you soon.
Hursty
Look after
games.
yourselves.
Whoop. Let's go. Hursty games, and this how we do. Now it's time we team up. Check them online, you might catch them playing FIFA. Hey, yeah, you know we keep it live. Make sure to give a like and subscribe. Gaming channel, what's the best one? Keep it hella dope, hella fresh, huh? Yeah, Hursty games, tune in. Even told my grandmama, sister, and my best friend. You might wanna check them if you wanna be entertained. You already know the name. Check us out, Hursty games. Hey, whoop. Make sure to give a like and subscribe.